morning. Great morning. You guys come on in. Come on in. While you guys are coming in, I'm going to go ahead and share. All right. Share's done on IG. Okay. Let me share on Facebook. Great morning. So good to see you. Great morning, April. How are you, gorgeous? Good to see you. Let me share and then we're going to get started. Do me a favor, you share as well. Share, share, share. All right. Hey, Phoenicia, how are you, beautiful? So good to see you. Hey, Christina, how you doing, gorgeous? All right, y'all. Well, listen, we're not going to wait no long time. You know, people will get on when they get on. But as for me, it is shot o'clock. Okay? It's time to get these shots in. I'm shaking with the Alive Skin and Beauty and our Alive Apple Cinnamon. And y'all know that's my drink of choice. This is my mixture. This is my mixture, y'all. I can't wait for y'all to try it. So listen, here we go. Y'all ready? Shot, 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 shot. Everybody shake, shake, shake. Shake the devil off. Brrr. ABC. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. I'm telling you, do, re, mi, ABC. 1, 2, 3. Alive. It's you and me. Mwah. All right. So y'all know we start with this. And I'm going to use a shot because it's already ready, okay? So I'm going to use a shot. I got a bigger shot glass. Y'all, I do that just to make it a little easier for me, okay? All right. Oh. Liquid gold. Ah, so good, so good. All right. Apple cinnamon. Because the density of the apple cinnamon is less than the density of the liquid gold, it goes down into it, creating an amazing mixture. Yes. Hey, Miss Jan, how are you, beautiful? And this is the final product, y'all. Listen. So here we go. Here's to getting clear on where you're going so you can actually get there. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Hey, Dr. Betts. Y'all, this is so good. What a way to start the morning. My God. Can you just say fire? Because that's what that'll have you in these streets, right? All right. I'm so glad you're doing great, Miss Jan. I am so glad. Hey, Elveline, how are you? I'm amazing this morning. Okay, y'all. So listen, let's go ahead and get started. So this morning, I'm talking to God like, I don't know what you want me to say to the people. What you saying to me, right? And he began to talk about getting clear. I know that I did a drive-by not too long ago, and I talked about one of the steps is getting clear, right? But one of the problems is we're not clear on where we're going. We're not clear on what we want. We're not specific. We're like, I want more money. How much more? I want to have success. What does that look like? You've got to get clear on where you're going. You got to get clear on what you want in order for you to be able to have a clear direction. It's like throwing spaghetti against the wall, hoping something sticks. No, get clear on where you're going and go there. Okay, so if this is where I'm going, how do I get there? What do I need to do in order to get there? And so then you begin to take the steps necessary to get to where you're going. For too long, we have just been going somewhere, but not quite sure where we're going. Wanting to have success, but not quite sure what success looks like to us. Knowing that we want to make more money, but we don't have a number. We don't have an amount in mind. So anything looks like, oh, we've made more money. Well, of course you have. If you made $500 before and then you made $501, you made more money. But is that really what you wanted? Hey, beautiful, I've missed you. So you've got to get really clear on where you're going, on what you want. You need to be specific. You need to be specific, not Pacific. I know some people say, you need to get Pacific. No, Pacific is a coast. That's West Coast, right? It's a time frame, right? You need to get specific about what it is that you want, what you desire, get crystal clear on it. When you're crystal clear on it, then you can get clear guidance and clear direction. The thing about God is this. Listen, God can get you where he wants to take you, but you've got to be able to get clear about what he wants for you and what you want. Now, he's not going to overstep you. He's not. He's a gentleman. But when you're clear and he's clear and you're clear on his clearness, then we can work together with God to co-create the life that he has ordained for us to live. So, and that doesn't mean that life is not going to be without challenges. It doesn't mean that life is just going to be all hunky-dory all the time. It doesn't mean that. But what it does mean is this. It means that God will give you strategies, connections. He'll cause everything in the entire universe to work together to get you to your place of intention. And you'll be like, wow, I can't believe this happened. How did this happen? Whole time God is setting you up. Whole time he's setting you up. Let God set you up for your destiny. Let him set you up, right? Yes, Phoenicia, be specific. Be specific. I think that we feel some type of way about being specific with God, like that's being ungrateful. That's not being ungrateful. Listen, we serve a good God whose great pleasure it is to bring joy to us, to give us the desires of our heart. When we seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and its righteousness, then God will add everything else unto you, right? We got to seek him first. He's got to be first. He's got to be the priority. But listen, he wants you to have success. He wants you to be healthy. He wants you to be whole. The Apostle Paul said it like this: beloved, I wish above all things that you would prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers. So even as you grow spiritually, I wish above all of that, after that, I wish that you would prosper financially, relationally, health-wise, right? I wish that you would prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers. We get so out of whack and out of balance. We get to the point where our soul is prospering, but everything else is dwindling. And I'm not saying that God won't allow you to go through a season where you have to depend solely on him. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that even though you may have to go through that season, right? You never forget where you're going, because God is God. And in the blink of an eye, when he knows that we really are putting him first, when he knows that he really is our priority, when he knows that we really gonna ride for him, we really gonna be 10 toes down for him, can then begin to shift things so that everything is rolling, because we've got a firm foundation and he is that foundation. Lots of people want success, but they don't want God. Lots of people want God and don't want success. But how can you not have success, regardless of what that looks like for you? Understand, success looks differently for different people, depending upon their assignment on this earth and for the kingdom of God, right? Looks different. I'm not saying that your success is making $1 million. I'm not saying that, okay? Whatever that is to be for you, right? God wants you to be successful. He wants you to be successful because it shows forth his covenant that he made with Abram on the earth now, today, still in operation. So don't be ashamed of desiring success. Don't be ashamed of desiring things. Don't be ashamed of desiring marriage. Don't be ashamed of desiring covenant friendships and relationships. Don't be afraid of desiring financial breakthrough and financial success in your business, in your life, right? In your ministry. Don't be ashamed of that. Know that God desires you to have those things, right? When you look at some of the people that God talks about, in his word, look at David. David was prosperous. You look at Jacob/Israel, he was prosperous. You look at Solomon, he was prosperous, right? You look at Joseph, he was prosperous. You look at Job, he was prosperous. And even after he took the hits he hit, God restored him doublefold what he had previously. So the problem is not prospering. The problem is what you do to prosper and how you deal with your prospering. Is your prospering to show off, or is your prospering so that you can impact and benefit the kingdom? Not to say that you won't have things and you can't have things. You absolutely can. I don't think God's mad at us for having things, but I think he gets upset with us when the things become more important than him. So you got to figure out, get clear on where you're going so you can get there. So on Thursday, we do our first class for No More Sabotage Supercharged 7-week program. So listen, this 7-week, it's a boot camp, really. That's what it is. It's a boot camp. That the 7-week program, over those 7 weeks, our goal is to prosper. Our goal is to get to the other side of our saboteurs. Our goal is to diminish our saboteurs so that we can step fully into our destiny. That's our goal. We know where we're going. What does that mean? It means that we've got to identify, first of all, our saboteurs. We've got to face them and how they show up in our life. We got to identify the root of them. We got to be able to start digging that root up so that we can deal with it once and for all. Because if you can get the root up and out, then you just have to reprogram yourself. You have to reprogram your thoughts, reprogram your behaviors. We got to reprogram. There's a reprogramming that has to go through. You have to go through. You can't just, this is why you got to reprogram. There's also reprogramming that is required, right? So you got to reprogram yourself. So when those thoughts arise, you got to shut them down. Shut them down, y'all. Shut them down. Shut them down. You got to stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Listen, listen, that's what we have to do. But you got to be clear on where you're going. And the problem that many of us face is that at times We desire things, but we're not crystal clear on where we're going. We got a general idea. We know the vicinity. It's like trying to use your GPS and it's saying, well, you know, where you want to go, and you know, over there. Over there, do you have a specific address? If you don't have a specific address, the GPS will have you in the vicinity, but you'll never hit the place. Come on, somebody. Y'all tired of being in the vicinity? Being in the vicinity of success, being in the vicinity of greatness, being in the vicinity of the promise, being in the vicinity. Y'all ain't tired of just being in the vicinity yet? Anybody ready to get to the place, not just the vicinity? I don't want to just be in the vicinity. I want to know the address. See, this is why when my husband is trying to tell me how to get to somewhere, I want an address. Give me the specifics, right? So if you say, okay, you're going to go this way, and it's going to be on the right-hand side. I want an address. I want an address. Why? The address gives me a specific destination, right? The other way, I'm going to get in the vicinity and I'll eventually hit it. But if I have a specific address, then I can put the specific address in. And then even if I forget something, if I forget a turn, if I forget something, the GPS is going to take me directly to that address, as long as I'm using Waze and not Google Maps. And Google Maps is subject to have you anywhere. I'm just saying what I'm saying, and I meant what I said. Okay, so I want an address. That agitates him because he wants to just tell me, I want an address. I want an address, and it's not that I want an address because I don't trust you. It's that I want an address because if something should happen, I still want to be able to get to where I'm going. It's time for us to get out of the vicinity and get to that place called success, that place called destiny. And we know it's a journey, right? But there are steps, there are stops along the way, right? When you know, okay, benchmark, hit it. Benchmark, hit it. Benchmark, hit it, right? As we are on the overall journey. But we got to deal with self first. So if you haven't registered yet for the No More Sabotage Supercharge, you need to register. I'm going to share the link. No More Supercharge 1. No More Supercharge 1. I'm going to share the link. You guys register. If you've taken 3 of my classes, reach out to me for a special code. Reach out to me for a special code. I've got a special code for you to use that's going to get you a significant discount, okay? What I'm going to tell you is Afterpay is available, and it may be just possibly that this is the time right now for you to do this so that you can get the breakthrough that you desire. It requires work, y'all. It's not, it requires work. You got to be willing to put the work in. You got to get some skin in the game and then watch what God does. So it's time to get clear on where you're going. And if you're not clear on where you're going, maybe that's because your saboteurs are blocking your vision. Let's get clear so that we can get there. And you'll know when you got there. Y'all listen, I pray that this word has blessed you, that you've been encouraged, you've been inspired, and you're ready to go. Join us today. Fresh Start Church is having service at 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central, and that is 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So make sure that you guys join us. It's actually our first Zoom service. So the link is attached to the invitation on the Fresh Start Church page. I'll also be sharing it on my page. Join us for our first Zoom service. You guys, we're super excited. for that. That'll be second and fourth Sundays right now. Second and fourth Sundays. We meet live and in person, first and third. And, of course, you can catch that on Facebook. But this one, we're going into the Zoom room. Okay. Look, you guys, know this. Know that I absolutely love you guys to life and life more abundant. Have an amazing, incredible, and epic day. Be blessed. Mwah.